out of the body. Center for Consciousness Studies.
Acessar vidas passadas através da projeção astral.
We received a question about accessing past lives through astral projection. I like this subject a lot because my whole life is connected to this kind of knowledge. I would like to know about it in a more practical way. Is there any technique to do this? The first thing he asked is, I'd like to know how to access past lives through astral projection. So, when he asks, in a practical way, is there a technique to do this? Well, we create techniques for everything, and they help. But techniques do not transform us in what we should really be, ourselves. Many books talk about the possibility of accessing past lives through astral projection, but they never say how to do it. You always talk about doing it through clairvoyance, but I've never heard you talking about how to do it specifically through astral projection. I would like to access past lives to see my relationship with my relatives. I would like to know a little bit more about the reason of the constitution of my family, how it is. You add here, I know we are placed in a family in which we are similar. For sure. I think that knowing specific details may help me understand more about the spiritual plane and about reincarnation, because it will be a knowledge acquired through practice, not through books. Well, books help a lot, courses help a lot too, but all of that have to take us to our own experience, and this experience does not happen by decree. Let me make this clear. Because we say, oh, I will use this technique and have a transcendental experience. I think that if we practice using some techniques, doing some exercises, we can have experiences, but these experiences are a path. You will have experiences and learn gradually. Imagine you want to have an astral projection, but never had one. Then, I learn a technique, I go to bed, relax my body, take a deep breath, and after that, I leave my body. Tell me, I leave my body for the first time. When I am out there, do I know everything? Of course not. You are having your first experience. It's like entering a house you don't know. It's like having contact with something entirely new for you. The first time is one way. After that, the second time you leave your body, you will start to understand a bit more because you already had the first experience. The third time is different. The fourth, and so on. You keep going, evolving. Will a technique help you? For sure. If you want to practice something, it's important to take a course about astral projection, otherwise you leave the body without knowing anything. It's good to have an idea about how the astral dimension is, and have an idea of how our vehicle works. Otherwise you leave the body and stay looking at the astral dimension without knowing that you can float, that according to your will, you can go anywhere, that you will have to deal with things you'll encounter, situations. You need to know everything. Colors, energies, sensations, and noises are things we need to learn. The fact that you may see your body is already something. But how do I do this? How can I see better? To have a complete experience, to see your silver cord. It's something you need to know about. It's not to think in a simple way. No, life is to be lived with all intensity. For that, we need to overcome anxiety processes, rules we create, like, I will do this, and you see nothing else, and have an open heart in order to see your past lives. Because to see your past lives, you have to understand some things. Yesterday I spoke about it in a lecture. People asked, Moisés, how can I see past lives? I answered, well, it's good to see past lives. But the point is that we have wrong references that we have learned in books. Maybe even with the intention to warn us. You have been everything. You have done everything. You should not leave your body wanting to see your past lives with your mind full of preconceived ideas. You were not better or worse. You should not think this way. I was a very bad person. Imagine you see you were a beggar in another life. Gosh. I killed someone in another life. I was murdered. Imagine this. I was killed by my father. And you live with the same father now. You need an open mind and a free heart to confront these things with wisdom and clarity. I recommend you take an astral projection course. CEC has it. Just go to our website and take a look. I have just launched new material so that people can learn more. Astral projection is not only saying, I left my body. You need to know everything that is around you. The knowledge and experiences people gradually have help us a lot. So, you said I explain it through clairvoyance, but I also explain it through astral projection. Take our course, you will like the content. Knowing about a past life does not change much, especially family relation. It doesn't make much difference. You have to understand. By the way, I always recommend to people that have some family problems to look for therapy. It's not possible to solve things only with the ego power, using your big ego and saying, now I will change. Can you really? No. It'll only give you a direction. Maybe you succeed, and maybe you bury this process. But it will appear in many ways. Our difficulties don't disappear. They need to be sought out and understood. This is important for us. Take the course on astral projection, because I can't tell you a technique. It's necessary a course for you to understand everything. Your question is great, and I really think you can solve all your issues. You can find our website, social media channels and contact information below in the description of this video. You are welcome to join and interact to everybody, share that space, and also understand that we evolve through relationship. You are talking about family relationship, aren't you? So, take the opportunity to practice it with affection, good mood, and happiness. It's very important. If you want to help me, I have books and CDs that are the products of my work. You can help me buying them online, downloading, or even receiving by mail. All right. Thank you all. We'll meet again in the next question.
Tá ok? Então eu agradeço a vocês e a gente se encontra na próxima pergunta.